have a job. And, I'm not saying that it never works. I'm not saying that non-black women never marry their employees or men who work for them. But for the most part, white women, non-black women, they marry up or they marry equal. You don't see them marrying their employees. You don't see them marrying their subordinates. At least Serena Williams, at least she married another millionaire or maybe a billionaire. But, I'm sorry, ladies, whenever you marry your subordinate as a woman, that's usually a train wreck waiting to happen. Right. The power dynamic in the relationship is off because men are naturally at their best when they're in the position to protect and provide for their women and their children. They thrive as men when they are in the driver's seat. That is where they get their sense of pride as men. That is just the way it is. We can argue about if it's, conditioning or pressure from society or, if it's something biological. I happen to think that it's in a man's nature to be that way, just like it's in a woman's nature to be more nurturing and more sensitive and more soft and more submissive. Sure, there are exceptions. There are always gray areas, but for the most part, we women, we thrive in the softer side of our womanhood, right? And as much as black women, many black women, they say otherwise. They talk about how they want to call the shots, or maybe they don't say that, but they clearly want to call the shots and control men in relationships. And they say they're fine with doing most of the work and pulling most of the weight. Well, why the hell do we get so tired and worn out after doing it? Why are black women so tired? Why do we complain about having to pull most of the weight? Why do we, complain about black men not being on their shit when we're simultaneously saying that money doesn't matter, right? It's like we say one thing.
Okay, so she says that, why do black women or whatever complain about, we're tired of doing all the work or whatever, and tired of, paying the bills, tired of taking care of the kids and so on and so forth. Well, it's a lot that we have to do, you know what I mean? And it's like, if I gotta do all that, I don't need a man, So, I'm not gonna be struggling to do all these things while I have a physical man. That's probably why I, been single. Because I refuse to have a man in my household, or he doesn't even have to stay here. He just has to be the man in my life. I refuse to be struggling and and I'm doing all these things and I'm raising these kids and trying to, work my business and, taking care of the bills, taking care of all the engagement of the other kids and, his stuff too. No, I'm not going to do it. I mean, it's just, and I don't know why some women, they put up with certain things, as far as having men stay in their homes or whatever while they're sitting up there playing the Xbox and, smoking weed all day and ain't even looking for a job, ain't even trying to be conducive in the situation. I don't know. I have to blame the insecurities of that woman. I'm not saying men are exempt also from not having a woman that's like that, but I mean, we allow certain things, and it's just that simple. So make sure you hit that like. You can look me up on YouTube. Travia Reed, that's Travia Reed, Reed, and or Travia versus Ravia, or my blogs or whatever. So I'm just new to this whole thing or whatever, and it would really mean a lot if I have you guys blessings and subscribe to my channel and all that. So one love.